Relevant fact: Basanti vs. State of Himachal Pradesh, 1987. The court held that when it's shortly after the murder, a person suspected of the murder describing the absence of the deceased by saying that he had left the village. The court held that a statement of the part of same transaction thus relevant. R vs. Foster, 1834. Witness had seen only speeding vehicle, not the accident. The injured person explained him the nature of accident. He can allow to give evidence of what deceased said because it was a part of race gesture. G. Vidya Vardhan Rao versus State of Andhra Pradesh, AIR 1996. For the statement to be a part of transaction, it must be spontaneous and must be contemporaneous with the fact. The statement is made after the act is over and its maker has had time to reflection, then it is not relevant. Gentle Rao versus State of Andhra Pradesh, 1996. The rule of res geste is an exception to the rule that hearsay evidence is not admissible. Rational in making certain statement admissible and fact admissible under section 6 on the account of spontaneous and immediacy of such statement of fact in relation of fact in issue. Sukhad vs. State of UP, 1999. Section C is an explanation of the general rule that hearsay, exception of the general rule that hearsay evidence is not admissible. For bringing hearsay evidence within the provision of Section 6, it must be established that the act was contemporaneous with the fact in issue and there should be not any relevant which would allow for variance. Ram Lochan vs. State of West Bengal, AIR 1963. Superimposed photograph of a deceased over the skeleton of human body was admissible to prove that a skeleton was of that the deceased. Pammi vs. Government of MP, 1998. Judanath vs. State of Punjab, AIR 1971. Holding test identification period is not compulsory. Failure to hold is not fatal, and prosecution case where abused person were previously known as witness. Abdul Wahid Khan vs. State of Andhra Pradesh. It is desirable that identification period should not be conducted soon after the arrest of the accused. Harinath Singh vs. State of Madhya Pradesh, AIR 1970. Police had to hold the identification period for the purpose of enabling the witnesses to identify the property, which are subject matter of the offence, to identify the person who is concerned with it. Identification period has to follow the twin subject. To satisfy the investigation authority, certainly person has not previously known to the witness were involved in the crime, to furnish the evidence of corroborating and testimony of witness before the court. Surendra Narayan vs. State of UP. Holding identification period is not compulsory even where the accused demand. Prosecution is not bound to do so. Malkhan Singh vs. State of MP, 2003. Identification period is a weak sort of evidence. It is not substantive evidence. Failure to hold identification period would not amount to inadmissible of evidence. Identification in the court. Amarnath Jain vs. Nand Kishore Singh, 2018. Non-conduct of TIP is not itself fatal of prosecution case, but it will be wages the court while considering the faults and circumstances of the case. Sukhpal Singh vs. State of Punjab, 2019. Inability to the prosecution to establish motive, case and circumstantial evidence is not always fatal for the prosecution case, held by the Supreme Court. Janta Bhai Bankar Bhai vs. State of Gujarat. Plea of alibi is a rule of evidence recognized under Section 11. The burden of proving the commission of offence on the prosecution. and would not be listened by mere fact of that accused has taken a plea of alibi. The plea of alibi taken by the accused need to be considered only when the burden of the prosecution has to be discharged satisfactorily. Dudhnath Pandey versus State of UP, AIR 1981. Plea of alibi prosecuted the physical impossibility of the presence of accused at the scenes of crime by reason of his presence of another place. The Sahari Shiv Prasad Reddy versus Public Prosecutor High Court Andhra Pradesh 2004. Failure to part of the accused to establish plea of alibi does not help prosecution. Thus, mere failure to the part of accusation establish plea of alibi while not lead to the inference that accused was present in the scene of crime. Kher Singh versus Delhi Administration 1980. Only prima facie case of the conspiracy has to be made out of bring Section 10 into operation. Badri Rai versus State of Bihar. Section 10 has been enacted to make act statement co-conspirator admissible against the whole body of the conspirator because of the nature of the crime. Sardul Singh versus State of Bombay, 1957. Underlying the principle on which Section 10 is based is principle of agency. It confined to the principle of agency in the criminal matter to act as a conspirator within the period of during which it can send to be act where reference is to common intention. Mirza Akbar versus King Appear 1940. Under Section 10, word common intention signify common intention existing at a time when the thing was said, done, written by one of them. Things said, done, written while the conspiracy was on foot. Relevancy. Evidence on the common intention. Any statement narrative of the confession made after the common intention of conspiracy was no longer operative and admissible under Section 10. CBI versus VC Shukla, AIR 1998. Ordinarily, a person cannot be made responsible for the act of the other unless they have been instigated by him or done with the knowledge or consent. Section 10 provides exception to the rule, laying down that overt act committed by one conspirator is sufficient on the principle of agency. Surdul Singh versus State of Bombay. Principal underlying evidence under Section 10 is theory of agency. R.M. Makhani versus State of Maharashtra, AIR 1973. Tape recorded conversation is admissible proved and conversation is relevant to the matter in issue and there is identification of the voice and that is accuracy of conversation is proved by eliminating the possibility erasing the tape recorder.